Hey everybody, this is a condensed version of the Shot from the Heart podcast. Want to go ahead and get started. My name is Isaiah. Behind both cameras today is my mom on YouTube and on TikTok as well. Again, as always, save your questions if I can get to them today. If not, I promise you TikTok, if there's any comments up under the live, or anything that you just comment on any other TikTok videos that my mom has up, and I'll respond to them accordingly if I can get to them. Without further ado, SummerSlam, all the titles changed hands with the exception of the world title, the WWE world title, or Universal title rather. Cody Rhodes defended that title successfully when Roman Reigns, like I said, and knew he would come back during SummerSlam, as my mom calls him, her boyfriend. Roman Reigns is back in the WWE, and he's supposed to return tonight. Speaking of tonight, there's a reason why I have this hat on. There's a huge reason why I have this hat on. It's because the Eagles finally, after a long, hard off season, we finally have preseason going on here. There's 15 Eagles that I know for sure are playing. James Bradbury, Clint Katera, Brittany Covey, which is our return man for punts, and I hope he does something because I don't know how good of a wide receiver he can be because I never seen him do anything but play punt return man. We got a first rounder or third rounder from the third round from Houston, Jalix Hunt. He's defensive end. We got the cornerback Quentin Mitchell. We got Tanner McKee. He's starting, so you will not see Kenny Pickett, and you will not see Jalen Hurts. Definitely won't see Jalen Hurts. Not with all that money that we paid him. We don't risk that. Running back Lee Nicholas. That means you won't see Saquon Barkley either. And from the wide receiver that I just mentioned, you won't see A.J. Brown, and you definitely won't see Smitty out there. For those of you who don't know, Devontae Smith. Well, this is preseason. I know a lot of these starters are not going to play. Defensive tackle Moro Ajimo. Isaiah Rodgers, cornerback. He'll play. Will Shipley. He'll play. He's another running back. Anais Smith is another wide receiver. Offensive lineman Tyler Steen is going to play. And I'm excited to see Tyler Steen and James Bradbury and, Isaiah Rodgers. Yeah, because that's my man because he shares my name. So, Linebacker Jeremiah Trotter Jr., he'll be playing tonight. Ben Sermon, he's a linebacker, he'll be playing tonight. Wide receiver 3, Johnny Wilson, he'll be playing tonight. I know that's kind of a long list, but just know that, to sum it up, none of the starters are playing tonight. You'll see Jalen and all of them, but they will not be dressed up to play. They'll be dressed down on the sidelines, in their usual supporting the team, hoorah, that sort of thing. Now let's get to what happened last night, because last night 2 games kicked off the 2024 NFL preseason. Spencer's mom's team won in the preseason, 14-3 Lions. Now, if this was regular season, we know who would have won that game. But you just be happy that our former quarterback that played throughout the duration of the game, Nate Sudfeld, just decided to suck. Why do you think we got rid of him? But I am praying for Hendon Hooker. He did suffer an injury. Don't know the extent of the injury. He did get to play last night in the second half. He probably would have finished the game out. And the way he was moving the ball and the way that the Lions offense responded to him when he was on the field lets me further know that he could be the backup to Jared Goff. So there you have that there. And then the game after that, it was our very own down here in Carolina Panthers against the Patriots. Now, my mom has something to share, which is it's game related, but it's kind of scary, shocking because as you know, we're praying for the ones that are getting ready for Debbie. She's coming down towards up there where Philadelphia and stuff is, but the game is in Baltimore. Thankfully, uh, it will reach them on the north side on Saturday, but the score for that game was 17-3. Patriots won that. Patriots offense and defense looks pretty good. Not good enough for me to say that they're going to win the AFC East, but good to where with this new coach they'll be able to do something decent. And Mom, you shared something with me this morning that I just had to...
yeah, our local news station said that Delta flight carrying the Carolina Panthers team had slid off the runway, but there's no further information as to why it ran off. You can actually look that story up and keep posted by going to Fox 8 or just looking at Googling it, and it'll show you, but they don't know why it did it, but all the players are safe.
Yes. Now, this is the part of the podcast, like I said, this is kind of short, I know, but real quick before I get to questions and then we wrapping it up, I wanted to talk about music that I've been hearing, and one thing in particular I want to talk about was the Eminem album that came out a couple weeks ago, which is already number one, is already platinum, according to what I've been researching. I like Eminem. I like the concept of the album, the whole death of Slim Shady, the alter ego that he's had. If you follow Eminem, you know that Slim Shady's kind of like, a character that he portrays in his music. But now he kind of killed that character off. Some say it's his final album. Some say he's going to focus more on producing and making, if he does make a song or another album, which I doubt because he's 51 years old. So I doubt that he'll be still making any more music. If he does, it'll be probably like singles wise. But I like the album. With Eminem, you always have to keep in mind, an open mind, not really listen more to what he's saying in his lyrics, but kind of like envision yourself being painted in this picture. There's all, a lot of controversy when it comes to Eminem. Oh, he said this and he said that. Well, you got to really listen to his songs because sometimes he'll be telling stories, but because he said a certain thing in his song, people get thrown off by it because the song is a certain name. It's like, oh, he's attacking this or he's talking about this and we need to say, nah, just to each his own. I'm not saying that you can't listen to him. I'm not saying that you need to listen to him. Just to each his own. You pick your poison there. But I like Eminem, so the album's good. I liked it. Now one song made me cry. It was called "Temporary." He wrote a song for his daughter, so when he passes away, he didn't really know how to so he just wanted her to play that song back. And there's little clips of him taking his daughter, like little bits and pieces of voiceovers with his daughter and stuff. I think Mom would like that song, actually.
I don't think I'm in the crying mood. I got too much other stuff. It's school time.
Yeah, but you like the song.
Yeah, I probably will. Probably cry.
Yeah. He's made other songs about his daughter, too, in his career. But this one hits... It's like the song When I'm Gone. This one hits just like that one. But I take questions now.
How are you enjoying Poppy?
How am I enjoying Poppy? Well, Poppy is still working on sending me some stuff, but I'm enjoying what I have had so far.
Which ones have you had?
I have had root beer, classic cola, cream soda, orange cream soda, the orange soda, just straight orange, grape. There is another flavor.
Cola?
No, that's not cola because I had that one. It's like
watermelon.
Yeah, there it is, watermelon.
So,
I believe that's all I had so far.
So far. Oh, what's the difference from orange and cream orange?
The orange creamsicle, it tastes like that. If you taste the regular orange, it just tastes like regular orange soda. without the artificial sugar that's in it. You still taste that, oh, it's orange soda. But because they make it with cane sugar, that you're gonna taste a little difference there. You're still gonna taste, oh, it's orange soda, but it's a little bit more healthier of an orange soda. It's not like it's like a crush, but it's not like a crush. If that makes any sense.
So what is your favorite soda
Out of Poppy or just in general?
in general?
Starry or Sprite, which are along those lines.
Yeah, he normally does that. He does that. Mountain Dew. Have you tried any new Mountain Dew? No.
My brother won't let me.
Yeah.
It's bad for me.
Yeah, so he won't let him.
And there's a reason why, but in order for me to explain that reason, he has to be here. And
Yeah.
It's hard for my little brother to be here. I'm not talking about my little brother behind the camera. I'm talking about my little brother
Who's 24?
who is 24 right now.
He's at
who'll
work.
be turning 25. He works during the weekend, so when I do the podcast, it's hard for him to get off. So, but he can explain the reason why it is bad for me, and you'll be amazed if you're a parent of somebody who's autistic or somebody you know about has somebody that's autistic. You'll be amazed to hear the answer and the research that he's done to an extent.
Yeah.
To let everybody know that, hey, nah, don't drink Mountain Dew no more.
Does Isaiah play with slime? Yeah, I think.
Occasionally, not all the time. I would love to get big enough to where I would be in a nomination for the Kids' Choice Awards, to where I could win and get slimed. One day, it will come one day. I try to make this podcast family friendly.
His sister actually has a bucket of slime downstairs she was playing with. But no, I don't think I've ever seen Isaiah just go play with slime.
No, I don't just oh, hey, slime's down here. Let me. No, I'm not going to do that. I'd much rather play with her than I do.
Yeah, he normally just flicks his pen over there.
Which usually this is.
He has a stress ball, yes.
Yes, I have 3 of those, and I also have a toy, which I used before I went to Golden Corral. And actually, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still not a fan of that. Now, when I say but, it was a success.
Yep.
No anxiety attacks. No, when I first walked in, I was kind of, but once they prayed over the food and everything, because I think I feel comfortable around my pastor because of the God that's in him.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we sat down and did everything, he prayed, and I looked back, he was over there at the table behind me. So like I said, it's not more of the eating out aspect of that. It's more of I gotta know my surroundings. Personally, I thought I would do a little bit bad. I already had a plan set in my mind. I'm gonna eat this, eat this, eat this. I have a picture that I sent to Mom.
Yeah.
And she's like, that's not your plan that you had originally said. I'm like, well, God had other plans, so.
Yeah, he ate really good. He stayed way longer than he said he was going to stay. So.
Yeah. But do I have any other questions before I commence? I'm sorry, next week will be longer. Won't have any conflicts next week, and next week will be at 5. We'll move it back, or not 5, 4 o'clock. I think it was 4 that I had originally had it set.
Will Lyric be on next week?
She will be on the last week of August because that's when her competition is. And Big Brother, due to his work schedule, can only make the first one. Can only make the first one.
She'll be excited. But you did go see her today, didn't you?
Yes, I did go see her before I went to work.
What was she
did really
doing?
good on the beam. I wish I could have stayed longer, but I gotta work. And there's a balance between that. I gotta work, and I can't take off every 2 weeks when they go down to Charlotte and Huntersville and all these places. Especially with my job, we're so short, we can't really. But I know for sure I will be at the first one.
Thank you for the likes.
Thank you for the likes and comment on YouTube as well. And make sure you watch it. You know,
All the
I know
way through.
one fan out there that watches it. Spencer, hi, how you doing? Okay, he confirmed to me, yes, it is at 5. So next week we do go back at 5 because Spencer, he has this little thing. So yes.
Oh, and we watched a video today. You seen that video?
Do I have enough time to explain what I saw?
Yes.
Okay. So I saw something that quite frankly disturbed me. This autistic kid, I think
he's in high school.
High school. He had a temper tantrum, and I can attest my temper tantrums are a little bit different than his.
Yeah, he's
But
profound.
Depending upon what part of the spectrum you're on, it's going to be you know. But anyways, aside from that, he did have a temper tantrum, and a lot of people don't know how to handle autism. They don't know how to handle and how to
Navigate through.
or point out, okay, he's probably got autism, or you know, that's the world's mindset of thinking, because autism to them is just, you don't know anything, you're stupid, retarded. That's their version of autism. I digress. In the video, the police were called. The main teacher wasn't there. The principal didn't even want to talk to the mom about the situation. What they decided to do that really irritated me was, instead of calming the guy down, and I say guy because he's in high school, not a boy. Instead of calming the young man down, they locked him in the classroom. The police were standing outside the door. The mom had to talk to the chief of police that was there to say, hey, I'm recording just in case these police officers try anything. I am recording. Let me go see my son. After all that, he was down on the floor, curled up. I kid you not, curled up. And he was apologizing. Mom, I'm sorry. I lost my control. I'm sorry. So, saying, trying to assure he wasn't doing nothing wrong. But speaking from experience, something does trigger us. If we feel stressed out or we feel a whole lot of anxiety, 9 times out of 10, we're going to blow up. And I'm speaking from experience.
That's true.
So I don't know that, because nobody even came out and said anything. All I know is the mom kind of assured him, hey, you're not in trouble from me, your dad or whoever. You're not in trouble from them. You're not in trouble with the police. I want to come out. We're going to talk. We're going to go home. We're going to talk. And you could tell me what happened. And so it just irritated me with the police being called. When the police were called on me, it took about 5 white cops. And because I was just crossing the street trying to look for a dog, and I had a bat in my hand, and because I was autistic, and added on to the fact of my skin color. So
it was just not a very good situation. I felt horrible for that mama who was just trying to get answers. Like, what happened? Like, can I talk to him? Why did you come? Why were you called?
That was the most irritating thing ever.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the biggest thing we got to do is autism awareness so that people learn how to deal with us.
Man.
Okay.
Anything else before we wrap it up? Nope. All right. Well, I'm going to end this podcast. Like I said, we'll do a little bit longer this week. Sorry it was a little bit rushed, but my mom has to go and get my cameraman. But I didn't want to deprive y'all of the show this week. So, praying for those in Hurricane Debbie that's coming down toward the north side of North America, USA. All that. Praying for you guys. Praying for protection. Love you guys.
Mm.